I am absolutely thrilled that we get to have Jimmy Smith here to kind of kick it off. He's been here through the years, and often every year we see him on stage, but we get him front and center right in our own Zoom Facebook group here, so I'm thrilled. I know that a lot of us know you, Jimmy, but I'm going to give you an introduction here because we do have some new folks. So I want to just share some of your accomplishments with Isagenix. Some of them may not know that #1 all-time income earner worldwide in Isagenix. He is the first 20-star platinum Isagenix in Isagenix, and I always like this phrase because if he's a 20-star platinum, as Zig Ziglar says, you can have everything you want in life if you just help enough people get what they want in life. And Jimmy Smith, you've helped a lot of us get what we want in life. And so I want to thank you for that. You are the 2012 Man of the Decade. You are 2008 and 09 Ambassador Award. You are a lifetime field advisory member, that of which I'm honored to have spent 2 years on that board, amazed at what really goes on behind the scenes. You're 206 Man of the Year, 204 President's Award winner. And when you look at the network marketing profession, listen to this, you guys. Listed as the top 50 worldwide income earners by the Business for Home. He's voted #1 distributor mentor in 2014 by the Academy of MLM. And hang on, because he's placed his family in the top 1% of all income earners in the network marketing industry worldwide. It's a mere 68 million earned and counting. On a personal level, Jimmy, first of all, I want to tell you, when I met you via Joni Brewer and Shauna Ekstrom in Seattle, Washington, when I really had no clue what I was doing, it was your kindness, your genuineness that really helped me understand that, wow, this could be part of a possibility, part of a hope that I might in fact have time freedom with my daughters. So first and foremost, you helped me create a vision that really has served my family. But I want everybody to know, Jimmy is 92 years young. He's married for 63 years with 6 kids, 28 grandchildren, 4 step grandchildren, and get this, 41 great grandchildren. And I think that's possibly growing, that happens. And as a butcher for 40 years, he was forced to retire at the age of 56 because of a bad back. So you have to understand that he didn't start the profession of network marketing till the age of 62 and joined Isagenix at the tender age of 74. So with that, Mr. Jimmy Smith, I want to welcome you to our Zoom call tonight here.
Thank you for that beautiful introduction. I was listening here, I was thinking, are you talking about me? Is that me you're talking? It doesn't seem possible, but thank God I had an open mind.
Absolutely. And so as I said, Jimmy, many of us know you, but there are some new people on here. So if you could just share a little bit about your story and how you arrived here.
Okay, well, my story is a long story, as you know, 92 years of it, so it's a long story. And the guy at the top of the mountain didn't fall there, he climbed there. So really for 40 years as a butcher, raising 6 children with a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, amazing wife, you know, success to me is the realization of a worthy goal. So for 40 years, my goal was to raise my 6 children, be the best butcher I could possibly be. And I worked hard at it, and I loved every minute of it, and I was happy. I was a happy butcher. I was a happy father. I was just happy person. And, you know, I worked 40 years really, really hard, and I got a report from Social Security a few years ago. I paid Social Security on $320,000 in 40 years. So let's say maybe I made 400,000 possibly. that would come out to $10,000 a year. So for 40 years, I lived on $10,000 average a year, raised 6 children, private school, and got them through private, mission accomplished. At age 56, like you said, I hurt my back. I couldn't be a butcher. And the only way I knew to make a living, what I loved, what I was doing, but my dad, since I was 16, I can't do it no more. They said, go find a new career. Well, at age 56, with only a high school education, there's not much out there. My wife suggested I be a crossing guard. I said, I don't think so, hon. $8 an hour. I'm going to start crossing somebody else's kids in the rain and snow. I don't think so. But anyway, from age 56 to 62, I searched around to find sedentary work. At age 62, I stumbled on the network marketing. I actually stumbled on it. It was an accident. I wasn't looking for it, never heard of it, didn't know what it was. I fell in love with the concept, people helping people. People helping people. The first motivational speaker I ever heard speak was Zig Ziglar. He walked out on the stage. He said 2 profound things. The first thing he said was, I used to be a butcher. I almost jumped out of my seat. And then he said something that rang in my brain and has stayed there ever since. He said, you'll have whatever you want in this life if you just help enough other people get what they want. And when I looked at network marketing, I realized network marketing is about helping other people. Because when you sponsor somebody into your business in network marketing, your success depends on their success. If they fail, you fail. If they succeed, you succeed. That's democracy's finest form. So how do you do network marketing? Help other people, help other people, help other people so they can help other people. And that's exactly what it is. And that's what we do. I've been helping other people get what they want. At 92, I can have whatever I want. So Zig was right. Thank God I listened to him. And so I had a great career as a butcher. I loved every minute of it. I was too small for the job. After 40 years, they said, Jimmy, you're too small for a job. Go find a new career. I loved every minute of it, and it was too small for the job. So when I got into network marketing, I didn't know what I was doing. So from age 62 to 67, I lost money, went bankrupt. From age 67 to 74, made about $2 million. And of course, from 74 to 92, think about this. I was making $5,000 a week. I was 74, and I walked away from $5,000 a week, dropped it like a hot potato to sign up in Isagenix. After my sponsor, Carol Terra, beautiful Carol Terra, who sponsored me, her husband lost 31 pounds, 7-inch off his waist with the product. I lost 21 pounds, 4 inches weight. Once I lost that weight, I knew this product worked. I took off. I just started talking to people. And most people that are successful in network marketing, one thing you do is use the product. I thank God every day I've been using this product for 18 years because I wouldn't be the person I am today. I wouldn't be the Jimmy Smith I am today if I didn't take these products for the last 18 years and stay healthy. I'm a product of the product.
Okay, have to learn how to unmute myself, Jimmy.
It's okay.
Amen to product of the product, you guys, and really take away, use the product, be a product of the product. And I heard, Jimmy, you risked, at 74, you were making $5,000 a week, but saw a better opportunity and risked to do different and to do more, to get more. So next question. Okay, you have worked with a lot of successful people through the years from different industries in network marketing, different companies, but you've helped many of us, and I'm certain that you have some common characteristics or habits that you see from successful people that have built this business. Can you just share some of the insight of the takeaway of working with so many people?
Well, the people I know, the people I met, the people who are successful that are part of my team and other people I see in the company that are successful, they have a positive attitude, number one. They're a product of the product. You must use the product. I wouldn't expect anyone to talk to anyone about the product if you hadn't used the product and had great success with the product. The product works. And quitting is not an option. The people that are successful in network marketing never, ever quit. Nobody, but nobody in this industry had more reason to quit than I did. My neighbors used to dodge me, run from me. They see me coming, they duck in the store. They didn't want another presentation. My family used to say, "What are you in now, Dad?" My friends used to dodge me. So I was so passionate about network marketing. And early on, I really didn't know what I was doing, but I was doing it anyway. I was ignorance on fire, and I was just talking to everybody. And guess what? The more people you talk to, the better you get at talking to people. But the better understanding you have of the product and the better understanding you have of the compensation plan, then your conversation gets better and better and better. And just when you think it can't get better, it gets better. So the 12 years I was out there researching the industry, I did a lot of different companies. I learned a lot of different compensation plans. And here's what I say. If you don't have something to compare something with, how do you know if you have the best? If you drove a Model T Ford your whole life and never got in a Ferrari or a Cadillac or a Bentley, you wouldn't know whether you had the best car or not. You have to try all the different cars. Well, guess what? Somebody said to me, "How many companies have you been in, Jimmy?" I said, "How much time do you have?" It would take me quite a while to tell you all my stories of all my companies. I didn't know exactly what I was looking for, but I knew when I found it, I would recognize it. I felt certain that when I found what I was looking for, it would pop out. And after 12 years of research, and when I was introduced to Isagenix by my dear friend Carol Taylor, and I drove 1,000 miles to Orlando to meet Jim and Kathy Coover, I drove 1,000 miles the next month back to Orlando to meet John Anderson. When I met Jim and Kathy Coover and John Anderson, I said, "This is the people I want to be in business with. This is the company I want to be part of. This is the real deal." And I just got into action. And I will say this, we're getting ready for a big celebration, virtual. I'm going to miss my hugs, but I'll get over it. But this is the best company in this industry. This is the Rolls-Royce of network marketing. And when people leave here to go somewhere else, please say a prayer for them. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. This is the best company. This is the best products you could possibly have. Just when you don't think this company can get better, it gets better. And Jim and Kathy Coover have been pulling that off for 18 years now. They keep making the compensation plan better. They keep making the products better. They keep making the bonus money better. And guess what? The company gets better and better and better. And all you have to do is get your head around this compensation plan, because until you understand something, you do not own it. If I always say this, if I could get what's in my head and your head, you couldn't do anything else. During this pandemic, where people were out of work and home, I was so busy. I didn't have time to think about anything. I've been on the phone doing 3 ways. And I'm able to keep that big family that you talked about there, 73 grandkids. If every single, listen closely, folks, I'm 92 years young. If every single person in my family, nobody could work, not one person, I could keep that huge family in luxury. Are you listening? Do you want that? I struggled my whole life. I know what it is to struggle. There's nothing work with earning your bread and butter by the sweat of your brow. I did it for 40 years. There's nothing wrong with it. It's noble. But there's a better way. I found a better way. You can't use yesterday's methods today and expect to be in business tomorrow. Things are going online. They're selling cars online. They're selling houses online. They're selling everything online. Jeff Bezos proved it. Warren Buffett, I got an email from Warren Buffett a few years ago. He said, if you're in the job market, he said, if you think jobs left this country the last 10 years, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till the next 10 years. He said, if you're in the job market, find a way to sell something on the internet. Did Jeff Bezos do that? Guess what? Jimmy Smith did it too. My best week in Isagenix was 10 million BV. That's 13 million wholesale. That week, that my 2 million people bought $10 million worth of product, 13 million wholesale. I didn't see or touch any product. I didn't see or touch any money. No employees, no stores, no accounts receivable. The company took the order for the product, shipped the product out, collected the money, took their piece of pie and put mine in my checking account every Monday morning before 10 o'clock. My dear friends, that's a real business. And if you want what the butcher has, get busy. You're going to see some really beautiful stuff in the next 2 days, starting at 7 o'clock tonight.
And trust me, we all want what the butcher has, don't we, you guys?
I
And
want you to have what the butcher has. You all should have what the butcher has, because every single person on this Zoom call, I guarantee you, you all had you got a higher IQ than I do. I worked for everything I ever got.
uh,
I have to read it 3 or 4 times before I get it, but I keep reading it till I get it.
good for you. And so I think that just falls in line with you guys, just the takeaway. Be open to a better way. And I totally hear, don't ever quit. And we're with literally the Rolls Royce of Kathy and Jim and Isogenics. So with that, you know, the master here can tell us from experience. Okay, Jimmy, here's real life. Okay. There's a few of us in life we're struggling. Okay. Struggling with the highs and the lows. And belief sometimes is hard. Sometimes it's belief in ourselves. Sometimes it's belief in the industry. So can you just walk us through how do you stay on track when in fact, you know, you've hit all those walls of no. It seems like, you know, you're really run out of your warm market, and really there's just, you're on the ground with, is this for me?
Well, once you understand the mathematics of network marketing, once you find the exponential growth, once you understand exponential growth, the duplication concept, once you understand it, once you fully understand how our products work, once you understand how our compensation works, you become very confident. Confidence comes from competence. You have to be competent to be confident. So you have to know that your product works, and the only way you find that out is by using it. And you have to know your compensation plan works. Now, I have proved, I believe, without a shadow of doubt, that this compensation plan works. Now, am I stuck? Yeah. People say to me, Jimmy, you're 92, you have all the money you'll ever need, you'll never be. Why do you keep doing this? Because I can, because I'm excited. I don't need more money, but maybe some of my grandchildren or my great-grandchildren might need some more money. I'm stuck at 20-star platinum. Am I happy at 20-star platinum? No. Show me a satisfied man, I'll show you a complete failure. I'm not satisfied. I want to be 23-star platinum, and I'm working on it. And I know the program works, don't I? Because it's worked before. I'm just in a little rut, but I'm going to work my way out of it. I'm going to keep working. I'm keep talking to people till I get the right person. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You don't need an awful lot of people. You need a few right people. I can name 6 people that are responsible for earning my family that large amount of money. You have to find the right people. Some will, some won't, some wait, so what, who's next? You have to find the right people. I will be 23-star platinum. That's my goal. My new goal is to live to be 100. I keep taking the products, the B product, right? Have 100 grandchildren and make 100 million accumulative. So the last one, 100 million, that's the easiest one. The grandchildren, that's pretty easy. That living to be 100, that's the tough one. I got to work on that every day. That's a full-time job.
I think product B or isogenesis, we're just going to increase on a daily basis. Okay, competence with confidence. And that just comes by doing things over and over and over. And we don't need everybody on our ship, you guys. We need a few right people. So this clearly is not meant for everybody, but there is somebody that is looking for you, for me, because these times are a changing, and we either get to look at the possibility to create another income and teach people literally. This is what I learned from Joni Brewer, is to teach to have vision, teach to literally dream versus this was what I was served up in this box. And if you can get people start looking at a dream of whether it's paying for college, whether it's paying for memories of vacations with your family, whether it's simply helping with retirement or helping with your parents, if you can get people to look over and above the box that we have been programmed to be in. Therein lies great opportunities to have more. So, Jimmy, online, okay? And you are tender, wise wisdom. And even at my age and stage, it's like, okay, the whole world, celebration, we're all online. Everything we're doing with new technology, new branding, everything changes. So what keeps you going and always adapting and willing to learn and do different things to create success at your tender age?
Well, um, first of all, you mentioned box. I was in a box for 40 years. For 40 years, I thought the only way that I could make a living was cut meat. For 1,500 years, people thought the world was flat. Then Columbus sailed across the ocean. Now we know the world is round, don't we? What did people live for 1,500 years? They lived a myth. For 40 years, I thought the only way I could make a living was be a butcher. I lived a myth for 40 years. To get out of that box, I had to do some work on myself. And the first book I read, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, changed my life. And if you haven't read it, you must read it. And you must get the Audible, and you must listen to it over and over again. As a matter of fact, I recorded it in my voice. I listened to it over and over again. And every book I read, I look for something really profound. The most profound thing in that book is this. He says in that book, through some strange and powerful mystery of mental chemistry, which is never divulged, nature wraps up in the impulse of a strong desire that something that recognizes no such thing as impossible, accepts no such reality as failure. Think about that. I thought about it over and over. I slept with it every night. If you want something with every fiber in your body, you can't want a half a dozen things. You have to want one thing more than anything else in life. And if you want it and you go after it with every fiber in your body, it will be yours. It must be yours. There's no way it won't be yours. You have to believe that with your heart and soul. And that's just one prolific thing I got out of that book. And that book is powerful. And then read another book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And in that book, he says, arouse in the other person an eager want. He who can do that has the whole world in his hand. He who cannot do that walks a lonely way. I hope this short half-hour call, I arouse an very eager want in all of you. I want you to say, I want what that butcher has. I will have what that butcher has, and nothing will stop me from getting what that butcher has. That's what I want you to say. Every book. I read a book, Outliers by John Maxwell. And in that book, he says you have to be good at anything, you have to practice 10,000 hours. I think I've done a lot more than 10,000 hours practicing network marketing. And you have to practice and practice and practice. Steph Curry, when he shoots a three-pointer, he don't think, he just shoots. It's part of his DNA. And that's what you have to be in network marketing. When I talk about network marketing, there's an old cliche, practice makes perfect. No, practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. Permanent. You have to have something permanent in your brain, in your DNA. When I talk about network marketing, it just comes out. It's in my DNA because I practice and practice. And I'm practicing right now, if you don't mind. I practice every chance I get. You have to keep practice. If you want to get good at anything, you have to practice.
Wow. 10,000 hours. Practice makes permanent.
10,000 hours.
10,000 hours. How to win friends and influence people and work on self. Think and Grow Rich. So take away these nuggets from this master. And we're getting close to our half hour here. And I want to, first of all, for anybody that is in the slump, and for which are all of us at times, this is not a free ride. I like to really be honest with the fact that there is no climb to the top without, the steps back and climbing back up. But here's the deal, that's everything in life. So if there's anything that you want in life, you have to be willing to do it and go after it with every breath you have, okay? And so the core values of Isagenix and all the leadership team in Isagenix, the vision that they're creating for us literally is family. It's fun, it's freedom, it's integrity. You're surrounded by happy, healthy people. And most importantly, it's going to push us each individually to own and create our best life. So with that, I want to say, congratulations, Celebration 2020. We're here. We have a couple of minutes. I want two people that literally, anytime Jimmy would speak, I would just, listen with all my heart. I'm going to open it up to two questions. So somebody who has a burning desire to create this business, I would like you to raise your hand and we'll unmute you. Danielle Bagley.
Hi, Jimmy. I was on a call of Sunny's that he has on Monday mornings with you as a guest speaker. And I remember you mentioning briefly 3 things that will sabotage you in this business. Can you highlight those?
Pride, impatience, and greed. 3 things that'll kill you in this business: pride, impatience, and greed. And actually, they'll kill you in anything in life. What is pride? Oh, I'm a lawyer, he's a butcher. Why would I ask him to help me? Wrong. I was a butcher. I'm a professional networker right now, and you might do yourself a favor and let me do a 3-way with you. Impatience, people don't get rich quick enough, or it don't work as fast, so they jump up to another company thinking the grass is greener. Impatience. And greed is similar. Somebody says, oh, I'm making this over here, and they jump over and think they're going to make it. I'm here to tell you, you have the Rolls Royce of the industry. You have the best products you could possibly have. All you have to do is replace your shopping, stop eating some of the junk food you might be eating, and eat healthy food. Eat healthy food, get healthy, and then share it with other people and get wealthy. What could be better? Health and wealth. Your number one wealth is your health. We all look the same on the slab in intensive care with the tubes running in and tubes running out. It doesn't make any difference whether you're a janitor or ambassador. You look and feel the same. Your number one wealth is your health, and that's what Isagenix gives you first. I would not trade the health I enjoy today for all the money in the world. Pride, impatience, and greed.
Wow, thank you so much, Jimmy. Is there one other person that wants to raise their hand and ask a question? Danielle, can you see them? I only have my screen on.
You'll never know the answer to the question you never ask.
I love that. Danielle, can you see it?
Come on, there's got to be a hand up somewhere.
No questions?
Last chance.
All right. Oh, we got Kimmy.
Oh, we got one.
Kimmy Hooper.
Kimmy.
Hi, Jimmy. I'll ask you a question. I got another one for you. If you were going to start today, what would be your first thing to get over that fear of rejection?
To get over the fear of rejection?
Yeah.
When I started in Isagenix, there was no social media. I didn't have a cell phone. There was no, my computer was down actually, so I was really handicapped. If I were getting in it today, one of the things I would do, I would do it on social media. Like right now at 92, I'm going to have somebody teach me how to do LinkedIn. I'm not big on internet. I'm going to get on LinkedIn because here people are having great success on LinkedIn. So at 92, I'm going to start a new social media career on LinkedIn. And I believe on LinkedIn, 6 months to 9 months, I'll be 23-star platinum. So you have to keep, if one thing doesn't work, you have to try something else. You try everything. But I understand the young people today, before, if you talk to 3, 4, 5 people a day, that was a good day. Today on social media, you can talk to 100 people a day. There's no limit to the amount of people you can talk to. And that's why the young people today are doing it on the internet. They're doing it on LinkedIn, Facebook, and they're moving right through the ranks. The young people, the millennials, are really doing good in network marketing today, all over the board. So yeah, I'm going to start a new career here, new something anyway, a new way to do the business. Let's put it that way.
Jimmy, we have a bunch of questions in the chat that seem to be the same. They all want to know what that first book you mentioned that you listened to on Audible and even did your voice.
Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill is the number one motivational book ever written in the history of mankind. It's unbelievable. It's a must read for anybody that wants to be successful in business. Anybody.
Jimmy, thank you everybody for being a part. And I want to, first of all, Jimmy Smith, I have to tell you, just absolutely are the master for all of us, and the genuineness and you know, the fact that you're a 20-star simply says that you've helped so many people. And I remember you saying this on stage, Jimmy, and it is formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. And I take that away with, you know, life right now in general, whether it's our young people, they can go get their formal educations, but I'm telling you that the self-education and what you're teaching us today will take us to the level of creating fortunes for ourselves, our families, and those that really want to put in the work. So
it's not about the money. It's what you can do with the money. Poor people can't help poor people. Rich people can help poor people. So to live your life fully and help as many people as you can, the more I give, the more I live. You have to have money if you want to help other people, unfortunate people. It's not about the money. It's what you can do with the money, what good you can do with the money. So I'll see all of you at the top. Ice the Millionaires, every single one of you. Quitting is not an option. I'll see you at the top. Love you.
love it. Thanks so much.
I hope Jimmy the Butcher never looks down on another human being unless you send it over to help.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jimmy.
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 Celebrate.
Thank you, Jimmy.